After we take care of this business, I'll show you the Laura Qui'in trick.
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for my ego's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Ananias or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Maybe you could let me borrow yours?
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Ananias, and the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Laura Qui'in was on the take. Ananias shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Alright, we'll talk later.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What'll you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Qui'in is under investigation.
Ananias is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Qui'in. Ananias has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Sounds, like a deal.
Kill them all! Take cover!
Throw.
I'm on it! Locked and loaded.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. Weapon force. One more. I think he lifted. Throw. It's like trap shooting. Well, if I would have used a shotgun, it would have been like trap shooting. Now we're gonna ransack the office. Got the evidence. This looks like trouble.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
I like the "who are you?" It's like, you're not important enough
Do
to
you
remember.
plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk out? Uh-uh. Ananias would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your legs.
Yeah, let's see if you like some biotic action. Yeah, nice try sniping me. Whoa. That's, pretty interesting. Lift. Guns, guns, guns. Yeah, knock himself out.
Destroy you!
Now, will you, huh? I don't think so, buddy.
Shutting them down!
Yeah, nice try. One more. Anticlimactic. Now, there's some stuff in here too we can grab. Plus some XP. Medical interface, that's pretty nice. More useless ammos. I can give Garrus the Naginata 5 now. She's got the exoskeleton, that's why her powers are recharging fairly quickly. Medical 4, what do I've got? I've got a medical 4. I'll give Garrus the medical 5. Now if you notice, the binary helix office is, or I mean synthetics insights, is laid out kind of similar to the bar. The attention of Administrator Ananias, a man named Gareth is looking for information on the whereabouts of one of our freighters. He believes his brother's ship may have been attacked by privateers while traveling through the Strennis system. Investigation pending. That guy's actually in the Citadel Tower, but we didn't talk to him. A lot of these missions, there's multiple ways of obtaining them. Do 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 do.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Me?
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me
Oh,
at
I'd
the
like
hotel
to
for a
play
drink
you.
before you talk to Qui'in. I'll be waiting.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's some more elevator music for you. Here is Parini.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
I don't have time for pleasantries.
Act natural. You want to blow my cover? You're meeting a beautiful woman for drinks, smile and laugh, pretend we're flirting. The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Qui'in to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits.
He doesn't?
Qui'in's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Qui'in directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
Why should I believe you?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I need Qui'in's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Ananias is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Qui'in to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Yeah. Well, Ananias was a
Alright,
dick,
I'll
so...
talk to Qui'in and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Ananias. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
That's pretty funny. Now, actually, you can repeat that conversation loop a bunch of times and get extra Paragon and Renegade, but it requires you have some charm and Renegade investment to begin with. Of course, if you're on PC, it's easier to just use the console.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analaeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analaeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analaeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
And so that goes. Alright then, so that was... got to see the Lord King glitch. Basically you need 5 Charm or Intimidate to get in there. But as I said, if you're on PC, you just use the console commands and you can give yourself max of each. So doing that, give me a couple more of the free Intimidate points and like 1 more free Charm point. You get a max of 4 of each in a single run. So that gives me 9 Charm. I'm going to put 1 more in there and have 10. Pass almost all of the significant checks with 10. There's a couple that require 12, and we'll talk about that, but yeah, when we get to them. So let me just throw another point in snipers. Liara has a point that can go in... well, hell. I'll put it in electronics. Garrus is still working on snipers. Alright then. Let's give Gianna the good news. Oh, and some other things. So when you're talking to Opold, need 6 Charm or 4 Intimidate to get him to tell you the buyer. When you break into Synthetic Insights, to get the guards to leave without a fight, it's 6 Charm or 8 Intimidate. What's funny is Charm and Intimidate are a skill that you have to invest in this game, and then everyone complained about that, so in the next game they change it to work strictly on your Paragon and Renegade scores, and then people complained about that. It's basically par for the course. It's like BioWare implements something, someone complains about it, so they change it, and then somebody else complains about the change. Now, I'm going to probably give the evidence to Parini, but you can go... you could have just given it to Lord Qui'in, and then he gives you the garage pass, or you can go to Analaeus and bribe him, such that if... or blackmail him. I guess it depends on how you look at it, to get the pass from him if you hand him the evidence. So, multiple ways to resolve it.
Have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Qui'in has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Qui'in, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Analyus, you're lucky I don't just shoot you myself. Alright, wall safe. Now that Analyus is gone, let's see what he's got in here. Ooh, rail extension 5. Since I can see into the future. Huh. I want to put proton rounds on there. Just for the hell of it. Shredder, armor piercing. Oh, wait a second. Whoops. Alright. We should be set now.
Watch your step here, Shepard. Technically, we're no longer in Citadel space.
The weather outside looks dreadful. Thank the goddess it's warm in here.
Oh yeah, you can go and talk to the Captain Matsuo, which is pretty funny.
Commander, I'm glad you stopped to talk. I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analyus-sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Rest assured, I bear you no ill will.
Unfortunate? He was a criminal, Captain.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander. That's why this planet was settled, after all. As far as they are concerned, Analyus-sama went too far. On Noveria, you may do what you wish, so long as you do not disturb public order. I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
Do what you have to, Captain. I'll do the same.
I see. That makes your position clear enough. If you will excuse me, I must file reports on this incident. Good day. I would be grateful if you would finish your business and leave.
You can also talk to her about how a bunch of her officers ended up dead. Enough of that, though.
Analyus was running this place just fine before that Parini woman came along.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, let's break some news
Do
to
you have
Opal.
the package? The customer grows restless. I sold the package to Inamortal.
Smuggling doesn't pay.
The other did what? The Spectre has betrayed this one? The Spectre has cost this one much. Perhaps more than you know. This one's livelihood depends on that income. Find a legal way to make a living. You have no moral high ground to stand upon. You also participated in a crime. This one wishes the other to leave now.
Oh, but I want to buy something.
Show me what you're selling. Very well.
That's hilarious. Another medical interface. Then a useless thing. Alright then. Hey, let's talk to our buddy, Lee.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
Nothing.
I have to go.
Here.
You need anything? I'll be here.
Now we can talk to the world's most stoned guard.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
I always drive carefully. Yeah. Apparently you can get into that Mako, but... yeah. Oh, you guys. It's having to mess up my stuff. Sabotage. Singularity. Destroy that. How about a little throw action? Hold still. Time for another lecture.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth. You expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero
Did you
masses.
open one?
If Benezia-sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
You and your reports. Anyway. There's a lot of stuff to blow up in here. Not that it's really necessary or anything. And so concludes Port Hanshan.